Let me knock these injuries out real quick because we have a good little list of these guys. And I'm going to make this easy. For the guys that are out, all right, we have Kane, we have Sauce, we have Jay Tufele, we have Cam Jones, Stone Smart, and Garrett Wilson will be out. All right. And the next guys, they are limited in practice today. Questionable for the game, but I really like the way these guys are trending. One, Tyrod. Two, receiver Josh. Mason Taylor, Breece Hall, Quantez Stiggers, Jermaine Johnson, MC2 coming off the protocol, and Quincy Williams, who's been practicing with us all week. So, again, like the way those guys are trending. When it comes to this week, there's been a focus of really three things for us, and I can see this being the focus going forward to the end of the season. Number one is, man, how do we plan and make sure we download this plan against this team to go and beat this team? Next now is taking that plan and executing on the field in practice to make sure we go and beat this team. And then also, man, how do we improve? How do we get 1% better as a team collectively to make sure we go play supportive football? And that's been our plan. That's been our focus. That's going to continue to be our focus. We know that we have to do a good job of planning and executing. We also have to we have to do a good job of improving as a team. And that's been it. So, and we're excited. We're excited about how this week went, and now we got to get ready to go prove it in the game. So, any questions?
If there was a game today, could Tyrod Taylor physically play?
He is limited, all right, today, and he is questionable, and I like the way those guys are trending.
So are you able to tell us who's going to? Can you tell?
I cannot tell you that.
But is it because you don't want to, or because?
That's exactly it.
But with Tyrod's situation questionable, doesn't that play into this potentially?
That's exactly why I'm not telling you, because I don't want to.
No, but I understand that. But I mean, is it partly because of the injury?
That's exactly why I'm saying it, because I don't want to.
Does the
I
quarterback?
don't know how many times I got to answer you that. It's not going to change.
Do the players know who the quarterback is?
That's going to be between me and the players.
Does, I guess, not knowing how secretive it is, does it affect the preparation at all for the game?
We had a great week of practice with our guys. Our guys know we're going to keep that between us, and that's how it's going to be.
And the starter has gotten the normal reps the starter would get before.
That's between me and the team.
With the protection issues, I asked you last week at
Yep.
the Carolina game, there were some issues once again. Even when Tyrod played, if he is the starter, Tampa wasn't a great protection thing. What can you guys do to clean that up no matter who the starter is?
Man, we have to make sure, number one, the communication has to be on point, and that has to be between quarterback, line, and everybody involved, even the running backs when it comes to protection. So that's something that we've been working on, like, weekly, as far as making sure that's done, because that's number one things you have to do as far as protecting the quarterback. So that's an ongoing process. I think our coach has been harping on that quite a bit, and between our coordinator, our O-line coach, and everybody involved, man, we've been practicing that constantly to make sure we improve on that.
What's the challenge of, obviously they have a very talented receiving corps,
Yeah.
but they don't have Sauce. What's the plan for dealing with that?
Listen, any time you lose a player of that caliber, it's always concerning, because he's one of the best in this league. But we have other guys that has to step up, and that's what this league is, man. You saw a lot of team. You saw a team last night that had a ton of injuries that went out there and played. No one's going to feel sorry for you. Not going to feel sorry for us. So AZ is going to step up and he's going to do a good job for us.
Aaron, you've talked about the competitive advantage is the reason why you don't want to reveal the quarterback. Like when you were a defensive coordinator preparing for a team that wasn't saying who the quarterback was going to be, like, did you actually feel that was?
It was tough. I went through that in Detroit when it was Malik Willis and Jordan Love. And I thought LaFleur did a really good job of not saying who that quarterback was, and we have to prepare for both of those guys. So I don't see why we think this is something that hasn't been done. But go ahead.
If you're able to get Quincy back on Sunday, just what do you feel like maybe the defense has been lacking without him, or what sort of add back into the?
Well, I would say the defense has improved over the last 2 weeks, and that's communication. That's understanding exactly what Wilks is trying to do when you look at the overall scheme. And I've said this early in the season that, man, it's going to take some time for the defense to make sure that they get to come together, and everything is coordinated. Let me knock these injuries out real quick because we have a good little list of these guys. And I'm going to make this easy. For the guys that are out, all right, we have Kane, we have Sauce,